And welcome back. This time, hopefully, I have far better signal than what I did have. So welcome back, everyone. Hopefully, you'll all come and join me. Coming to you live from the River Murray at Mannum in South Australia. Now, Mannum has always been a historic town. And as you can see, it's very, very popular, and it's part of the River Murray, which of course is Australia's biggest river. Here we go, we've got duckies and a lot of what they call houseboats over here. So houseboats are sort of like, I suppose, what you might have in the Mississippi or something in America. Now, it's a very, very hot day here today. It is 41 degrees Celsius, aka about 105, 104 Fahrenheit. So I'm hoping now that I might get a bit of a better signal, and we might be able to actually interact a bit more. And it's just going to be a very quick live. Now, this over here is a pelican. This is what our pelicans look like. They have a pink bill and a white plumage for the most part. We're going to go out to where the bird hide is. There's a bird hide out here. So this here was actually all underwater about 12 months ago. There was a very large inundation of water from the upper area of the River Murray system, and so this here all was underwater. And of course, South Australia is at the very end of the Murray. It is at the very end of the Murray, and it ends up going out to the ocean. Now, here are some of the birds animals that we might see here. We've got there you go, very large Australian pelican, the purple swamp hen, the coot, the dusky moorhen, the black swan, white-faced heron, Pacific heron, intermediate egret, the rail, the snipe, the masked lapwing, which is quite a character, spoonbills, sacred ibis, glossy ibis, straw-necked ibis, heap of different birds that live up here. Different ducks, of course, the mallard, the wood duck, very, very common all around the world. Hey Dee, hey M&A, welcome in. I had to do a version 2 of what I wanted to show you earlier. Oh, okay, yeah, it's hard work in Australia, John. Yeah, I'm going to be joining Heather and Werner up there on Wednesday. So Wednesday will be my day that I come up and get to meet Fluff and everyone. Welcome in Penelope, welcome in Dee. John was here earlier as well. John's back, awesome. There's a few people here, so I'm glad you all were able to get back on. But I'm at Mannum, so I'm coming to you live here from Mannum in the Murraylands region of South Australia. And as you can see, no lack of water here. This is Australia's largest river, and it's one of the world's largest rivers for that matter. The River Murray stretches from up near Queensland all the way down to the Coorong of South Australia. And at the moment it's a public holiday weekend and Stuart from Stuart McPhee Train Photography is actually over in that vehicle over there, everyone. Oh, okay, Heather. Yeah, I had that trouble too, Heather. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean no clashes, but yeah. So I'm just at the River Murray at Mannum. It's a beautifully warm day here. I don't mind the hot weather. A lot of people don't like it, but 41 degrees Celsius, aka 105 Fahrenheit. So it is warm. It looks like it's not, but it is warm. Welcome in, Heather. Welcome in, Stuart. Welcome in, M&A, Dee, John. I hope I haven't missed anyone. Nice to have everyone here, and thank you for joining me. Just literally showing you one of these beautiful bird watching spots here off of the River Murray in Mannum. Heaps of different birds that you can see here. Obviously even better if you've got binoculars and probably a guidebook. But this area where I'm standing right now was actually underwater about 12 months ago. And yeah, when we had massive floods, and those floods were caused by the upper reaches of the River Murray getting a lot of water, and the locks, which are like a filter or a holdback system, were not able to contain the volume of water that was coming in. So yeah, it's very beautiful out here. The water's a little bit murky. I have to say, I didn't want to swim in it, but the water is murky. But yeah, you can see people further out there in that middle little gap. There's a boat, there's a canoe, kayak, and yeah, it's hard to believe that where I'm standing right now was actually underwater. It was, yeah, quite phenomenal, the amount of flood damage that occurred. A lot of people lost their holiday homes, and even the caravan park, which you can see on that bank straight across here, that caravan park was flooded out as well. So a lot of it was really full on. Here the duckies, everyone. We'll go over and have a look at the ducks, eh? Always have a soft spot for ducks. I think ducks are really cool. Oh, here's a pelican. There you go, everyone. There's the Australian pelican. If I had a fish, it would literally scoop it up entirely in its bill. You hear the duckies. Can't do that very well, can I? So it's a lovely long weekend here. It's a long weekend for a horse race. I'm not big on horse racing, but it is what it is, right? A long weekend is a long weekend. Have a look at this. All of these were once reeds, and with the floods I reckon they've died off. They were reeds like that over there on that bank. Yeah, my video up further just would not capture a signal enough, so it was a real pain. Couldn't get a signal that wanted to stay. Here's some duckies. Hello, duckies. Hello. Hello. Actually quite calm. No, Heather, not staying the night, lovely. No, just coming back bit by bit. But spent a beautiful day up at Kernamont and Pernong, which is about 40 minutes from where I am now. Yeah, it is lovely, isn't it, M&A? It is lovely. Aren't those duckies gorgeous? Now these are obviously the wood ducks, and they're pretty common around the world. I saw them in the US and Canada. But if we're lucky, we might see another species or two of bird in here. Oh, in fact, through this little gap, which is probably impossible for you to see, if you look very closely, there's a dusky moorhen, and they look like a prehistoric bird. They're quite colourful. Yeah. Yeah, and I'll be joining Heather and Werner and a few others up at beautiful Airlie Beach on Wednesday coming. Unfortunately, I couldn't get out of my duties at work to be able to get up there earlier, but hey, it is what it is, right? Yeah, it doesn't surprise me if it's buffering a bit. Wouldn't surprise me, unfortunately. Signal strength in Australia with mobile phones, cell phones, is shocking. Here we go. I wonder if I can get close to this little dusky moorhen. Hey buddy. Everyone see the little bird just behind here? There we go. They really do look like prehistoric creatures, don't they? And they'll eat worms, they'll eat all sorts, mostly invertebrates. And as we know, duckies love snails and worms, crustaceans, whatever they can fish out really. And all this stuff here would have been from the flood. All this stuff here is from the flood time, and that was 12 months ago. And Heather, Werner and I were up here when the floods were at their worst, and it was bad. It was real bad. As you'll be able to see on Heather and Werner's videos, because they got theirs up, I think. I don't think I got many of mine up, my videos, but yeah. Now, if you're wondering, the shape of this bench here, this is the Lions Club. And around the world there is Lions Club, Rotary Club, they're all pretty similar. And yeah, they sponsored this bench, so it's pretty neat. We've got some people up here spending their holidays here. Oh, let's go over and see Stuart, shall we? Here we go, we have... That's alright, that's all good. I didn't realise that we're all doing lives. There's Stuart. There's Stuart from Stuart McPhee Train Photography. If you're interested in trains, especially Australian train history, Stuart is your person. He's your go-to. So have a look at Stuart's channel and you won't be disappointed. There's a lot on there. You can ask him any question you like. Yeah, trains, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure, Heather, wasn't sure how much you'd put up. But yeah, it's a very quick live, everyone, just to show you what we've got here. Now, here's the roads. Now in Australia, when it's summer especially, you are not allowed to put a fire up. Ah, National Parks Princess, welcome in. Nice to have you here. Very nice, given the time zone differences too. That's awesome. And there's the fire danger season warning. Beautiful river red gums here. Now some of these get absolutely enormous and some don't. So they live quite a symbiotic relationship between the trees and the river. There we go, a river of plenty. Before white settlement, the river could be crossed on sandbars for 10 months in most years. The river experienced times of flood and low water periodically. When the lagoons dried out, trees and shrubs could germinate. When the water returned, only the tallest survived. Water brought new life in the form of water weeds, sedges, grass, birds of the air, crayfish, swans, river ducks, turtles, yabbies, and a form of water chestnut, now extinct. The food was plentiful, and the Nangaruku people did not need to be nomadic. Women and children gathered the food while the men hunted. At all times, the community was mindful of a need to sustain the food source. Less than 50% of eggs were collected by the women and children, and only at times of the ceremonies, such as weddings, burials, or corroboree. And that was when the harvest was increased to serve the needs of a visitor. The local Ngati totem is the black duck. A Ngati is never killed. Further downstream, the Ngati is the black swan. Different Ngatis for each group encourages sustainability for all species. The other purpose was served in the matter of marriage. A marriage was only approved between people of different compatible Ngatis. So there you go, different totems. And there is the yabby and the spotted grass frog, kookaburra, of course, reeds, the mussel, freshwater mussels, flathead gudgeons, and different types of baskets that were woven by the Ngarrindjeri people, who were, of course, the traditional owners of this land that we're on now. Yeah, alright, so anyway, that's just a very quick look at everything here. And it's been a nice day, even though it is 41 degrees Celsius here. For me, I don't mind it, but not everyone's cup of tea, right? So I think that we might cut the live about now. But thanks everyone for saying hello quickly. And if you haven't checked out the channels that I mentioned, Stuart McPhee Train Photography, also have a look at Come Hither with Heather, and Werner from Werner's Adventures, and of course Fluff from All That Fluff and Stuff. And there are plenty more. Everyone's doing lives, so it's all the live ones that I've heard are going live today. So I hope everyone has a wonderful Saturday night or Sunday morning, wherever you are. Take good care, enjoy, and have a great rest of your evening / morning / day. Ciao for now, everyone. Yeah.